So what is the real life cycle of a fund? So a fund is typically set up, with a 10 to 12 years sort of horizon in mind. There are a few evergreen funds which don't have a fixed time horizon, which are sort of perpetual. But for the most part, your funds will have like a 10-year sort of a life cycle. Now, even before the fund is set up, there is a fundraising sort of process. The way companies raise funds, general partners and fund managers also need to go to the markets, present their thesis to several of these limited partners, and try to source capital. That as a process by itself may take a year or 2 years. Once I have the fund set up, I have commitments from limited partners. I set up the entity, and I can then start investing into companies. So that may be over a period of 3 to 5 years. So the fund really focuses on identifying, evaluating opportunities in the market and investing in them during this period. So as the fund gets a little bit more mature, maybe across the 4th, 5th, to the 7th year, the focus is a little bit less in terms of finding and investing in new companies, and maybe more in terms of harvesting and ensuring that the performance of the existing companies and the existing portfolio is good. So this could be interventions in terms of improving the business of each of these companies, or supporting some of these companies with additional capital as well. As a fund nears the end of its life cycle, it gets close to its exit period. So the 8th year, 9th year, 10th year, etc. The focus is entirely on exiting these portfolio companies, finding an exit either through an IPO or through a sale, or to having another investor come in and take over their stake. So most of the people in the fund will focus on these sort of activities and ensure that they take out their capital with returns and they return it to their limited partners. So this is how a fund sort of life cycle works. And one of the key decision parameters for a founder or for a finance professional is to understand where a certain fund is in its life cycle, because that will have a bearing on the obligations on the company as well, in terms of providing an exit, or in terms of support from the fund in terms of additional capital as well.